Hello, hopefully this video finds everyone doing well. I wanted to talk today about the new norm, which is using this old school technology called a telephone. How crazy is that? You know, when people called you, you'll be like, why are they calling me? You know, why don't they just text me? But this is the new norm, and it's important and critical, in fact, that we all master this technique for selling very quickly, utilizing the phone. And just think about it for a minute. I started here this May will be 37 years. I started on the telephone here at Hibo, and we had a telephone unit selling then. And today we have a telephone unit in Cedar Rapids, a large telephone unit that's very successful in selling. So this can definitely be done. And my goal over the next few weeks is to just bring you the best of the best. I'm going to spend a ton of time on research, finding out what are the best tools. I'm going to talk to the leaders. I'm going to talk to successful sales reps that are finding methods to make this tool successful. And one of the main things I would say right now in my early research is the importance of having a script. Now, we need to script this out. Particularly, this is a whole new area that we're entering into, is selling over the phone for many of us. So it's important that we script out exactly what we're going to say, and not necessarily we're going to read that while we're on with the client, but it's a reference point. In fact, I can reference back to when I mentioned I started. It was a pretty difficult recession we were going through at Hibo, and inside each sales cubicle, and I believe the inside sales team does this now, they would have objection boards, and you would flip open, the economy's bad, you could flip open, and you would be, while the client's talking, you would be able to review some of the key points. So I think we need to have a script for our initial point in contacting the client, and also have some objection scripts written out. So as they're talking, we can look over. So I'm going to give you some tools and tips for each day. Can only do so much in one video. But the one thing that I would really suggest is, lose this fear. So many of the reps, I've talked to a lot of the tenure reps recently, and they're like panicked with the situation. It's like, calm down. I mean, we will get through this. As I mentioned before, we're successful in sales already. We have reps that are successful selling over the phone on a consistent basis. And, particularly when you start using the phone, you have that script. One of the main things that the most important thing about the phone call is that it follows wonderful with our full tool chest, with the cadence. Once you call them, then you follow up and you send a video. You're liking them on Facebook, LinkedIn, all the Alignable, all the various sources. We're doing all the full cadence. That's a tremendous tool. This is just one more piece so that we're not constantly calling people up. And just remember today, especially if it's at a smaller mid-sized company, there's a very good chance that we're calling the client's cell phone. So be prepared for that we're calling their cell phone. So we don't want to annoy them, because ultimately they'll block us and we won't be able to get a hold of them. However, if we follow the cadence and send them additional videos, follow-ups, engage Emily possibly, all these different techniques will help us there and stop us from being annoying. The other thing I would suggest at this point in time is call high. If you've been calling, particularly with the PCS leads, if you've been calling trying to get a hold of people and you're trying to call a manager, right now, try to get the VP. And if you're trying to get the VP, call the CEO. This is a great time to level up, to get to the highest level people. And the other thing that I can tell you is decision makers in general, particularly the higher level you go up into the PCS leads, into the larger clients, I would recommend you call early, late, and often. Early, late, and often. It's a known fact that like CEOs and owners of companies are normally in their office between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Some are in there as early as 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that's the norm. What's the one thing that we know? When are gatekeepers in? Normally 9 to 5. So obviously that's the best time, and we want to sequence our time and call some people between that 7 to 9 category, and then possibly the 4 or 5 to 7 to 8. So, that's just a couple words of encouragement today. Start the process. We're going to need to figure this out. I believe this is the new norm going forward, even as things progress. Right now, this will be the only tool of reaching people. But I think even as the future, as I look out, not that I'm a futurist, but I believe the telephone will continue to play an important role in our sales tactics for the next year at least going forward. Today is the day.